Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks for joining me on another stream. Um, Let me just get my stuff set up here and I'll start making some levels. See, hopefully you can all hear me okay. And yeah. All right, let me get my proper scene open here. I was just working on some other stuff. Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks for joining me on another stream. Right. Oh, sorry. Had my Twitch on. I think we are good to go. Cool. Just opening up the old Caustic Canyon. It was called processing plant. I was going to say that, but it is no longer. Make myself a giant tea while we wait. My wife just brought me down a tea. And I don't know what Unity is doing, but it is coming along. So today we're going to try and finish up some of the track art that we've been working on. We've been decorating the track floor with some decals and some lines and numbers and things like that. We're going to continue doing that today in the last little part of the track, which is the beginning big drop off, if you remember that from my previous streams. Unity is doing some sort of message. I assume it's going fine. Oh yeah, looks like it's loading okay. Yeah, so we'll kind of continue that. Hopefully finish a lot of that today, and we'll see how far along we get. Ooh, a steering wheel icon. That's new. All right, let's move some of this stuff out of the way here. Oh, juggalug. Okay, cool. So. Yeah, here we are. Let me turn off my gizmos here. So yeah, this beginning part of the track here is what we're going to be working on today. I started doing a little bit of it after our last stream, but didn't get very far. I kind of redecorated this part up a little bit. I didn't do too much. I just added a couple little arrows and lines and things like that to kind of match what we've been doing inside. And then in here, I'm trying to think, I don't remember exactly where we ended last time, but we were working on this end a little bit, and I ended up finishing off most of it. I didn't end up with the ramps and stuff yet, but I did end up finishing just this whole kind of section here. So kind of just put some railings over here with some of these big little doodads. It's kind of repetitive, so it's fine. I mean, we play tested it, and this area is kind of crazy gameplay wise because you're dodging a lot of stuff. So I don't think players are paying a ton of attention to what's going on around them. So it's okay. I'm gonna have to adjust this little end bit here because we have like a little end mesh, like a little finish gate thing that spawns, and it ends up intersecting that a little bit. So we're gonna have to go through and adjust that at some point. But not right now. I want to really just finish this track, and I want to get the rest of the kind of obstacles and things done after that. So, anyways, let's get doing that. I was working actually on our trailer. We're going to be putting out a new gameplay trailer, so I was just working on a new little intro for Rocket Rumble for the trailer. It's the same one, it's just I'm going to throw some characters in it, make it a little bit more fun than just on a black screen. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to share that new trailer with you in not too long, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, let me just, oh, my chat is gone. Sorry, moved my chat over here. Alright, there we are. Oh, what are you doing, Twitch? Now my chat is colossal. Oh, now it's gone again. Oh, it's back. All right. Anyways, let's get to it. Get rid of some of the stuff here. I got some timelines and things here. Ooh, tax credits. Drinking some tea. It's very cold in the basement today, so I asked my wife if she can make me a tea, and here we are. Can't make levels without tea, you know. So I kind of deleted the previous railings that I had in here. Oh, excuse me, itchy nose. I had these. Oh my God, what is happening? Okay, there we go. I had these old railings in here from the other level, these blue ones, and I ended up just deleting them from the level last time I was working in here, and that kind of made its way into the build that we were playing this morning. Oh my God, Unity, what are you doing? And I got some comments that people kind of liked from the team. People kind of liked not having an edge on this part, that you could like potentially, you know, knock people off and just fall off and stuff like that. And that is pretty cool. I do like that. Although it is like right in the beginning of the track, so I don't know if I really like, you know, people doing that right off the bat, like just starting the race and then having no edges. So maybe we'll do it like near the end of the track as like a little bonus, so if you fall off the edge, it's not that big of a deal, but we'll see. So anyways, 1 second here. I'm just going to adjust something here. And then we'll get right back to it, okay? I hope everybody's doing good. It's been a couple of days since my last stream. It's been a heck of a week. We just got locked down here in Ontario, so now we're stuck at home again. Anyways, these lockdowns are really crazy. I wish we just last year when we were like here in Ontario, we were like doing pretty good with our COVID numbers, like pretty early on. It was like around this time last year, I think. March or April or June or something. I don't remember when it was, but we were like doing pretty good, and they kind of put us on some lockdowns, but nothing like, wasn't very serious. And I wish at that point they just would have locked us down for like 4 months and just got rid of it, like some of the other countries that did a much better job handling this whole situation, and we would have been okay. But we've been kind of just mismanaging things, and here we are. Okay. And we'll let that load on the side. Oh, I got a game window here. Yeah, that's why it's running a little crazy. Sometimes Unity doesn't like it when you have crazy window settings and stuff like that. So, okay, well, I had to think about this a little bit, about what we're going to do, but I will start with a railing up top. So I'm going to take this railing that I have here. It's a little long, but it shouldn't be too annoying to work with up top. And I'm just going to throw it here to the beginning. 0 and like 0.2 or something, I don't know. Bum, 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 bum. Unity's being a little slow today. I was doing a lot of stuff earlier, so maybe just a little backlogged with things. I love this application.message. Unity recently decided to put all these like little notices so you kind of know what it's doing. But I still have no idea what any of it means. I just get to know that now it's happening for a while. It's doing some sort of message for a while. I don't know. Come on, Unity. What are you doing here? Bum, bum, bum. We'll listen to some Lost Orbit music while we wait. Come on, Unity. What did I do? I like duplicated a mesh. Seriously? Oh, that's a good one. There you are. You get to see my desktop. Unity just decided to get right out of town. All right then. I guess it was time for a restart. So, apologies, but they're gonna have to restart Unity here. Haven't seen it just close in a long time. Usually it gives me some warnings, but this time it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm just going to leave. It's going to get right out of town. So I guess you're going to have to just look at me for a while. Hello. Hello, my name is Alex. I can show you some other stuff we've been working on, because Unity's going to take forever to open now, because that's what it is. Okay, so yeah, while we wait for this to open, let's see if I can show you some other stuff that's been going on in the company and for the game and stuff like that. If Discord lets me open here. So we have Dave. Dave is our robot that's going to be in here. So he's going to be spitting out rocks and things like that. So we had one of our animators, Ian, do a little animation test with him today. So he's going to be like chewing up rocks, and then eventually he's going to like spit out the rocks. So I'm not quite sure this animation will work, but it's still really cool. And we're working on some emotes. Those are going to be pretty awesome. So the player, while they're playing, is going to be able to like shoot out little emotes and just like tell people like how they're feeling, or you know, react to people and stuff like that. We don't want to do like a whole chat in the game. So hey, how's it going, Apocalypse? Mind like doing that? Your Unity, does it like just going away? That's what mine did today. But yeah, anyways, the emotes are going to be pretty cool. We have them working, but we're getting like, we have just like some emotes we took online. So you get that bug when the inspector closes when you click on the window. If I click on the color inspector window, it closes. Oh really? Oh, that's awful. I do get some crazy inspector things where like yeah, it just decides to like get huge or shrink or something. Anyways, it's crazy. This is one of our other robots, Donnie. He's gonna have green ooze, not lava, in there, but he's just gonna be kind of like hanging out the side, traveling along some tracks, you know, beside or underneath the track and stuff while you're going. And this is a little work in progress for our Dougs, our little thwomps that we have going on. So it should be pretty cool. Oh yeah, Unity is now busy importing things. So it should be pretty sweet. We have some new banners coming in too from our artist Ivy. These are going to be really awesome. So you'll be able to get those behind your profile banner, so you can like customize that and unlock it and stuff. Cool, thanks a lot, Clips. I know, seriously, Unreal. I mean, last time I used it just for like personal projects, and I guess we did a couple contracts in Unreal too, but it was pretty stable. I don't really remember having any issues. Obviously, back at Silicon Knights days for like Unreal 3 or whatever it was, it had some issues, but yeah, Unity usually is pretty kind to me. Sometimes it decides to just be not too nice, but what can you do? You just gotta wait. Oh yeah, we have our lobster. This is going to be a nose ring customization for the game, so it'll clip onto your nose, and you'll get to like, I don't know, wear it and stuff. And yeah, so we have a couple of these other robots too. So some of these are done. I think this one here is rigged and everything too, so I can start putting them in soon. So maybe I'll do that next week for my stream. Oh, is it going to take a while? Still importing. I don't know what Unity did today, but it was not happy. So I guess we're going to be waiting for a little while today. I apologize if you're joining me now. Came at a wrong time. But yeah, anyways, if you guys have any questions, or if you just want to hang out and talk about some stuff, we can definitely do that while Unity opens. It has given us some time to kind of do that, so that's fun. What else can I show you? I can throw open 3D Max. We could start making some stuff, I guess. Let's see if this destroys my computer today. I really need some more RAM. It's been a little while, so I think my computer's getting a little full on stuff, you know. But it's okay. Have you considered using Godot for your project? Open source, can't go wrong. Get out of here, Chunk. You and your Godot. At this point in my life, I really just want an engine that's like well established. You know, I got into Unity like pretty early on when they were, you know, developing it and supporting it, and it was good, but like you know, you're kind of constantly waiting for updates and stuff like that, and I just don't really want to be that, you know, in that position anymore. Hashtag ad, yeah. I don't know, Unity or Unreal, I think, is just what I'm going to go for right now, because again, I just don't want to wait for things. I don't want to be like, oh, you know, even we're still doing that with Unity for some things, and it's been out for forever, right? Like, I can't use the terrain tools in Unity because they're terrible. Like they're fine, but they're not, you know, if I really wanted to make like a crazy game with it, it wouldn't really fly. So oh, excuse me. And so yeah, Unity definitely has some of that already, but I yeah, don't really want to be in that position. I actually meant to send you some stuff today, Chunk. I totally forgot. Maybe I'll try and do that after. In the beginning of our level, we have some clouds, and they need some arting up. So yeah, no, I understand. It's just, yeah, everything's always in preview, and you're just always waiting for things, and things are changing, and then you might like break your project and stuff, which I mean Unreal does too, but I just feel their base, you know, they're not doing that to their base. They're like adding things and changing stuff. So oh, my computer is not look at this, it's still importing. What are you doing, computer? Oh, here we go. Oh, that's my music. I thought something actually opened. Let me open up my turn on my other computer. I'll show you some stuff on there while we wait. Yeah, I think so. I think, or actually, since we're here and we have some time, what was that one? Mario Kart 8. Let me see if I can find what I'm thinking for these clouds. Definitely like Studio Ghibli, or I can't remember what this one level is called in Mario Kart. There's one level where you're like in the clouds, you're like within the beanstalks and stuff, and there's clouds everywhere. Is that what it's called? It's Cloud Top Cruise? Oh my god, look at this. 3D Max is opening slow. Yeah, this level. I gotta optimize my setup here for streaming. Want to use Splashtop? Splashtop's the like the school thing, right? No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay. Yeah, so like this. Do you remember this level? And if you played Mario Kart 8 a lot, or whatnot. Really, I just want some spheres that are baked. That's really all I'm looking for. Just something very like bubbly and voluptuous, you know, if that's the right word for clouds. Just, yeah, very like full and thick looking, and like, you know, I don't know, 3D looking. I know it's kind of a stupid word, but yeah, kind of Studio Ghibli, really. Yeah, baked meatballs. Yeah, that's perfect. I think that's exactly, yeah, like these, right? These are just a bunch of spheres shoved in together with a nice ambient occlusion, and like the gentle normal on top. Like we could even throw the normal on top after as like a detail map if we just want to do a tileable, but they probably won't even need it. Really, yeah, we just need like the big shapes, right? And I'll show you some of the shapes that we have already. They're from like that low poly thing, but you know, we could do something like that. So bum, 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 bum. Yeah, just, you know, big, bulbousy. This level's pretty sweet. Just looks really cool. Yeah, I like all the clouds and stuff. I just think it would fit our game pretty well. And the more we can steal from Mario Kart, you know, the better. Oh, good. My other computer is deciding to do a Windows update, so cool. Anyways, yeah, I'll send you some. I'll send you some of the low poly ones. And yeah, something like that, right? That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Well, yeah, my computer doesn't want to load any. Look at this. Unity's been loading for 10 minutes. Well, what are you importing, Unity? I already had everything imported. You just open. Okay, Windows, stop asking me questions. Just let me use my computer, okay? This is not a very exciting stream today, but it's a Pixelon stream, and this is usually how they go, so. This is usually how they go. Anyways, what are you working on, Chunk? This is raw game dev. Seriously, half my life is just waiting for things to open, or whatever. Little gray to white button of clouds, no light. Yeah. I have to learn Speed Tree now. Oh my god, Tree Boy. Yeah, you are a Tree Boy now. That's crazy, man. Why are you learning Speed Tree? For like a project, I guess you probably can't say, but that's fine. Restoring Google APIs. I don't even use Google APIs. What are you doing, Unity? That was a hard crash, I guess, eh? It's got to do all this shenanigans. But that's fine. That's fine. We're waiting. Ooh. Oh. The smiley face didn't come in at first. It was just blank. I thought that was your answer to what you're working on. Secrets. That's the other raw game dev thing, right? It's just secrets. Alright, well, I'm trying to open 3D Max on a whole bunch of computers now, so we'll see how this goes. Did I end up downloading those? I made a little drawing. I don't think I actually ended up sending it to myself. That's too bad. NDA is the way. This is the way. But for that part that like spirals downwards, I have these like rings that are going around it right now, and they're from the old level, and they're fine. But what I was thinking of doing is actually making this like kind of like tunnel bridge support arch kind of thing. That's going to be like clamping onto the track on either end. And then from those, I want to build 2 like hover pads on either side that are like keeping the track afloat. So I think that'll be cool. Does it hurt you seeing Max being open instead of Blender? Oh, if it was Blender, it probably would have opened by now. That's my guess. So I think I gotta, I think I'm gonna come back to work tonight, and I'm just gonna rearrange this whole setup here because it's not, it's obviously not working for my stream recently, especially as things are getting a little more intense. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Yeah, let me do that too. Let me see if this will work. It is the more expensive brother of Blender. Honestly, I would love to switch to Blender. I just need, like, if this game does well, and we have a bunch of money where I could just spend some time not, like, trying to rush things out. Because, like, every time we get, like, a grant or we get some funding, and it's always, like, on a timeline to some degree, where we can push and pull a little bit here and there, but, yeah. It's always, it's always a rush, right? You're always just trying to finish stuff on time within a timeline, and it's just how it goes, right? So, okay, let me just stop a bunch of stuff over here. Live training for Blender, dude, that'd be awesome. We'll hire you to come in and just like train the whole team. Wow, my computer is really not happy today. This is like a newerish computer too. It really is dying, yeah. I don't even know what I have. I think I have like an i7 or something. It's nothing like crazy, but It's fine. I am trying to open a lot of things at once, which is not a good idea. So, and OBS is a bit of a hog for stuff too, but oh yeah. Oh, my memory is crazy. My CPU is going crazy. See, my CPU is technically, what's taking up all my CPU usage here? System interrupts. I don't even know what that is. All right. Let's just close down a whole bunch of stuff here. Yeah, give me a second here. I don't know if you guys get this too, but every time I start OBS, if something is running, like something like 3D or like Unity or like a game, it just tanks my computer. It's like really, like OBS is taking up 48% of my CPU right now. It's crazy. Yeah, seriously. Me open 4 Unity instances, 2 Visual Studios, Chrome, games, other things. So you'd be like, yeah, what really, eh? Yeah, I guess I just need a better CPU. You know, it's funny because I've never been worried about CPUs before. It's always been like whatever I'm doing is like RAM intensive or whatever, and then yeah, all of a sudden I guess it's everything's just trying to run on the CPU, which is wild. Okay. Just close down a couple more things here. All right. So let me just do a quick little thing here. What do I have here? Display capture. Video capture. Where are you? Just give me a second here. Just gonna try and fix up some of this situation here. I'm gonna use like 80% of the RAM. Yeah, I know, seriously. Yeah, I also need to get like 32 at least. What are you doing, CPU? Apologize for the super boring stream today, I guess. Just me chatting about stuff. Dun, dun. All right, there we go. Running 12 gigabytes of low-end DDR4 RAM. Yeah, I need some beefier stuff too myself. All right, sorry, live Twitch editing here on my OBS. Cool. So I will show you a little bit of Rocket Rumble. We'll actually just play the game and what's it called? I'll kind of show you the level and what I've been working on so far. Yeah, behind the scenes editing magic. This is a cactus made by Chunk. He made a couple assets here for us. And this excellent piranha plant that is very well animated. Chunk was killing it. All right, so anyways, that was just kind of a fun little thing. And let me just show you the level that we've been working on for the last little bit. That way I could just kind of run you through it. And what's it called? You'll just be able to see see the actual level, which I think will be good, because when we played in Unity, it's always a little slower. Whew. All right. Sorry, I'm just getting my Twitch chat up here on my phone. Getting a little multi-level setup going. Bum, 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 bum. That way I could see my chat over here. All right. So yeah, this is Caustic Canyon. I've been working on this for the last month or so. So this is the part we're working on right now. So I have these kind of rings that are rotating right now, and they're fine. I just kind of wanted them to have something there to parallax by as you're going. No, they're all live. They're not pre-rendered. They're just part of the scene there. They're a little memory intensive right now because they're showing it from like this cinematic view, and I think the anti-aliasing on them is like a little high and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter if they're a little lower. They don't have to be like 60 frames or anything like that. So yeah, these little rings right now, I want to turn them into kind of like clamps holding the track in place with some hover pads. So we'll kind of work on that next. Yeah, and this is kind of what I mean. I took out the edges here, and people are like, it's kind of terrifying to know you could just kind of fly off this thing into this pool of ooze. But yeah, we'll kind of see what we do with that. So yeah, these are the new floors. I have to adjust a whole bunch of things now that I've added these floors. You see here the items actually like intersect some of this stuff now. So I'm going to have to go through and kind of adjust a lot of my item placement and stuff, which I haven't really been worried about for a little while because it doesn't really matter. So yeah, we go over these little rocks here. I've just been adding a lot of like decals and things like that over the last few streams if you've been watching. And they do a couple things. They kind of make you feel like you're going a little faster, even though, you know, the game's not super fast, but anything to help you feel like you're passing by stuff is always going to help. We have to make these things here, these like side platforms. Those are for you. Sorry, let me just kill myself here. Aligned properly, so I have to like reanimate some of those things. Oh, interesting. And there's rocks in this next part here. That big robot that I showed you earlier that was kind of like doing a spitting animation, he's going to be throwing up a bunch of rocks on there. Oh, sorry, did my sound cut off for a while? Oh. And then here's like a bit you can actually fall into the void right now with no edges. So that's kind of the idea there. Go off some ramps over here. Then we have these plasma pillar things that kind of come up here too. So these are, I kind of polished them up a little bit. I added some lights on there and some like big glowy kind of stuff. Hey, Sir Drop Bear, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Glad you can make it early in the morning. I know this is always like an early stream for you, so appreciate you dropping by. So I polished these up a little bit. They still need art in the sense of like right now it's just like a Unity cylinder that pops out of here. So I'm going to be making a shader that's more like magma, like one of those violent lightsabers from the new Star Wars movies. Tired? Oh, 6 a.m. Oh my God. Yeah, I appreciate you being up that early. I don't even get up that early. Unless like the kids yell at me or something. But so the one thing I did polish here, which you may be able to tell, is I actually changed around how the glow works. So the glow happens first when these things open. The glow kind of builds up, and I want players to be able to notice these things before they're kind of up. So the little bottom bit opens up, and there's like a little glow. and you can drive over that without being hurt. But once it's open, it'll kill you or cause lots of damage. So, anyways, these will look a lot cooler with a nicer shader and stuff too. So the big work we did over the last couple streams is this area here, which is the spiral. I think my character's going a little slow right now. We have some weird bugs with the volumes. We did the spiral here, we added some floors, and we have this area here with these ramps. I have to do the same thing to these glowy magma tubes. I gotta put a shader on them and make them look a little bit more violent. Oh, we have some crazy bugs with the ramps right now, but those are getting ironed out too. Sometimes they just don't actually hop you over properly. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Lighting's starting to look great. Thanks, Junk. Yeah, I did a little bit of a lighting pass on this level finally, so it is starting to look a little bit more final. I also started using GPU instancing for everything, so it's actually running pretty good now too with all the crazy lights and stuff. And then I have to do this little part here, which I'm pretty happy with the floor, but all these boxes that are moving left and right, they're going to be some sort of technology or robots or something. Some of those robots I showed you, they were going to be like moving them left and right, so still have to put that into the level, but we're getting pretty close. It's almost finished. Oh yeah, and I also messed this up. I moved that tube a little too much forward, and now it intersects the finished text because that stuff's not actually in the level. It spawns at runtime. So anyways, I wasn't thinking about it when I moved them. I assumed it would be fine, but it was not. So, all right. Let me see here. 3D Max is open. All right. Let me just switch over here. Thanks, Sir Drop there. Yeah, I think it's coming together pretty well. It'll be in for the next beta, which is nice. So I'm pretty excited for that because, I don't know, it's been, the first beta only had the one level. So it'll be nice to get new players playing the old level, and then players who had played the game previously to play this level as well. So I think it'll be good. Oh, excuse me. Oop, sorry here, just setting up. How much is it costing for the servers? Oh, so we're using Photon right now, and I don't remember what it is. We're like in their minimal package, well, like the one above the minimal, because the minimal one I think is free. Thanks for the bark. So what's it called? We're in the next level up, which is not a lot. It was like $40 or $50 a month for now. Maybe not even that much. Maybe that's like the one after. But yeah, we're going to get there eventually. But I think for now is fine. All right, let me see here if I can. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, I'm just going to see here. Oh, do I want that? Well. Sorry, I'm just doing some stuff here. Bum. I have some previews going on here. Okay. And, oh my goodness, apologies, just getting some stuff set up. I had some technical difficulties for anybody that was paying attention. Okay. Oh, you played a squawk. I didn't hear the squawk. Oh, there it is. Wow. Sorry. I don't know why it didn't come through. I saw it in the other one first. All right. Since my Unity is not working very well, we're gonna do some modeling today. We did a little bit of modeling last time too, but we'll kind of focus on that today. So, where are we at here? So, yeah, I was talking about doing the kind of bridge type thing here. Oh my goodness, Apocalypse here. Through all your stuff. Working through all your sound effects. I think I actually changed that recently, so that I don't think there's a limit on them anymore. I did have a limit on there before, but it was like super small. I think it was like the default limit, which was like 10 or something like that. So, anyways. Oh, the John Cena. You gotta pay for that one. That one's with bits. You gotta click on the, if you go on the chat, there's that little purple icon with the headphones. It's like the sound whatever, I forgot what the heck it's called, sound something. It's like an app or something that we use, Sound Alerts. But it costs like a lot, so I did it on purpose. I didn't actually want anybody doing it except for like me. Anyways, all right, so I'm going to just kind of kick it in here. So I'll kind of show you what I was thinking at first here. I'm going to model a little bit gross at first. I just kind of want to get some of the ideas. So actually, let's just let's get a little plane going in here. Where are you? Oh, there, right. There's planes. So let's say this is our track. Right, that'll just be our kind of temp track here. John Cena, man, that thing scared the heck out of me the other day. Yeah. So you could do it, I just don't recommend it. And then Mark played it for me, I think. Yeah, well, I did it the one day in our team stream. Don't judge me, Chunk. I'm modeling through the preview window in OBS right now because my monitors aren't set up and I don't want to look this way while I'm working and look like a big weirdo. So don't judge me on my modeling here today. It's not going to be fast or great. So yeah, I'll kind of just show you what I was thinking at first. I don't know why I'm extruding the way I was doing things before. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't know about it, it wouldn't be very impressive. It would just be not great, but it's pretty fast. It's not like super laggy, but anyways, I really gotta set it up. Meow. Meow. We have so we hired a audio team for the game recently to do sound effects and things like that for the game. So they're going to be redoing all the sound effects for the game, like all the gameplay stuff and the animal noises, and try and get them some better character and stuff too. So I haven't seen any of that stuff yet. We actually have a meeting with them this week to kind of see some of their progress and stuff. I mean, it's in game, like if you turn it on, but I just I haven't really had the time to like run through a lot of it yet. So I've seen like a little bit here and there, but it should be pretty cool. His name is John Cena. Lots of coins. It is a lot of coins. Freaking John Cena. I don't even watch wrestling, and it's still hilarious to me. But yeah, anyways, I'm pretty excited to kind of hear what the sounds are going to be like and stuff like that, because anyways, it should be pretty cool. If you bought the John Cena thing, it hasn't played. Maybe it's a little delayed from chat to stream. If it's coming now, I'm terrified. Now I'm just like holding, I'm all tense, waiting for this John Cena thing to appear. As you should be with John Cena, I suppose. Afraid. Always afraid. Alright, let me see here. So yeah, something like this, like really, really simple. I'm just doing half for now. my God, yeah, exactly like John Cena. I think that's the way the sound is set up. You buy it, and then it waits like a random amount of time before it actually plays, so you have no idea. You have no idea when it's coming. So I'm just going to block this out for now. I'm not actually modeling like the real version here. Just to kind of show you some of the kind of what I'm thinking. Now the nice thing about our game, it is very simple, so usually just doing like really simple blocks of things is good enough. Put it out, games when it starts, won't expect it. Yeah, it's true. Slams you right through the table. Amazing. My buddy is a bit of a wrestling fan, or at least he was back in high school. He was much stronger than me because he used to exercise and do things. But he used to be able to like lift me up over his head and like spin me around. It was pretty amazing. Like I was a pretty big guy in high school too. Not as big as I am now, but still pretty big comparatively to like his size. And he used to spin me around. And I'm pretty sure his back is all messed up now, probably from doing other things, but I'm assuming part of that is me. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking something like this. So there's going to be like an under track. Because the track is see-through, you'll be able to see those ribs too. I think that'll be kind of cool. Let me save this just in case, because I've been having some technical difficulties. CC, I don't know, track. Support. I don't know. Hey. It used to be called PP for processing plant. Now it's called CC, so now I gotta rename all my stuff. You guys used to watch wrestling when you were younger? I kind of did for like a little bit, but never like super intently. I was a pretty big fan of The Undertaker. He was pretty great. Okay, so let me just throw symmetry on here. Oh, really? Yeah, my parents didn't care what I watched, so I never really had that problem. People always tell me, they're like, oh yeah, we weren't allowed to watch The Simpsons or something. My parents didn't care. I was watching like RoboCop and Aliens and Rambo and shit. They didn't care. It was great though. I always appreciated it. I felt they always trusted me to not watch anything super weird or, you know, which I think worked out. I loved it from like 2010 to 2014, mostly because the games too. Yeah, the games were actually pretty fun. I know my buddy had a bunch of the wrestling games, and I was always like, I don't know, are we gonna play a wrestling game? And he's like, no, they're pretty fun, and they were. They were just, I don't know, they were just different, right? Than like your regular fighting game and stuff like that, because I don't know. You know, everybody's kind of used to fighting games. Trust me to make bad decisions, don't they always? I think that's part of being a parent, though, right? It's just learning to trust your child to make good or bad decisions, regardless. I'm going to miss the spinning, I think, a little bit of these things, so maybe I could add some sort of thing that will spin at some point, too, but we'll see. Not too concerned. Okay, so then I want to do this thing over here. I want it to be huge. I can't believe school's almost over. For, I know some of you are my students, or were my students. End of April always sneaks up on me, you know? It's always just like, I don't like this anymore, hold on. Nine more days, really? Holy cow. I think there's more to school than that, isn't there? Or are you just bailing on the rest of it? Dude, honestly, I actually asked Sherry the other day, I'm like, is it 2022 or 2021? And I legitly was not 100% sure which thing it was, which year it was, because with COVID and everything, it's just been so weird. You know, I wish I could do this in ZBrush has their new like hard surface modeling stuff. It looks amazing. I don't know if you saw that. Anybody here, especially Chunk? I guess you don't really use ZBrush that much in your days. Okay, maybe this thing's a little too big now. Did you see the video? You should check it out. For my classes, at least. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think that was the one I saw. It was like Auto Boolean plus hard surface modeling video that they made. It was like really awesome. I haven't used ZBrush in a really, really long time, but it made me want to learn it again. It just looks so powerful. It was this video of somebody making like a coffee machine, and it looked amazing. I was just like blown away. I was just like, yeah, this is all the stuff I want to do. Like I remember we worked on that Ubisoft project for Starlink, and like the high poly models that we were making for these things were crazy. And I remember just going through like such a hassle trying to model some of this stuff in 3D Max, and then watching this person do it in ZBrush, I was just like, oh my god, I could have done these ships in like half the time. Yeah, it's just smashing shapes together, just like booleaning, and it would like cut them out nicely and then do all the nice like soft edges. Especially for like a high poly, and then whatever, you can retopo it and stuff. But I remember for the Ubisoft ships, we had like 3 months to make like one ship, which was crazy. Yeah, Blender sculpting pretty good too. I don't really care about ZBrush. If you get me out off ZBrush, that's fine. Less software, the better, I say. But yeah, I remember making those things, and they were just like, it was just such a pain. Like, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun, but like, it took so much time. Like, we were just, I don't know. It was just crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I really like this thing, but something like this, you're gonna be going by it really fast, so it doesn't really matter if it's amazing or not. That looks more like a castle. I was kind of worried it was starting to look like a castle. Upside down castle. Yeah, they were nuts. They were like literally, like I was doing mine very my way, which was just a lot of what was it called? Do you remember the like crease stuff you can do in 3D Max, where you can like set the crease level on edges, and then when you turbo smooth them, it like keeps a certain amount of like tension on them and stuff like that. Vince was actually like modeling his stuff, like chamfering things properly and like doing that. I was just like making low polys and then just turbo smoothing the hell out of them, but with creases on. So my meshes they ended up being like tens of millions of polys sometimes, and then whatever, like once, you know, then I would do my low poly and stuff, which is fine. But so I kind of like that workflow anyways, and that kind of seems what the ZBrush one is like, where you just smash stuff together and let it worry about making the chamfers for you and all that. So it's pretty cool. So I don't know if Blender kind of has that too. Bevel, turbo smooth modifier, Blender. Oh, cool. Hey, Pink Heart. Meow. Thank you for the kitty noise. Meows for modeling. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Super non-destructive. Yeah, that's true, eh? That's what my cat sounds like when she's hungry now. All the time. Bum, 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 bum. So even though I'm working through this like preview setting, this is already much smoother than working like on the same machine that I'm recording. So I think I'm just gonna have to do this from now on. I'll probably set up my Twitch stream stuff to be on the crappy machine, and then I'll actually work on the good machine. But it seems like that'll work better. I was just being lazy, you know. I just thought my one machine could handle it all. Just do it all, you know. Did not want to do that. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my God, what are you doing? Gotta redeem those meows. They're gonna redeem themselves. If you guys usually don't, I do recommend you guys join our team stream this Friday. It should be pretty cool. Mark's been working on a lot of really cool changes to the game, and it's going to be pretty awesome to see. So, highly recommend that. Bum, 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 bum. A lot of cool, we're calling it Bumper Stars mode. It's just going to be our basic standard mode of the game, but just removing a lot of the instant deaths and stuff like that. He put a thing in the other day where you don't, so like previously if you fall off the back of the screen, like if people kind of outrace you, it just kills you, like you just have to wait till the next checkpoint. But he put this thing in where it just bounces you forward if you have some health left, and it's pretty awesome. Yeah, don't worry about that part. We'll take care of that. Super non-destructive, man. That is how I like. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It should make a mode that's like Mario Kart Double Dash. One player in the driver's seat, one player hops on their back. That'd be pretty cool. I like it. You know what? I mean, if early access goes well, then, you know, I am down for all the things. But we're kind of trying to make like a minimum viable product right now that I think will be fun and like really good on its own. And then we're going to put it out into the early access ether. And if nobody cares, then we just will move on with our lives and support the game as best we can, but not, you know, not spend forever on it. But if people like it and there's interest to play more modes or more maps or whatever, it should be awesome. Like we have a pretty cool plan through early access to do like a bunch of maps and things like that. Claim royalty, right? Sweet. Well, we'll just make it free. Problem solved. It'll only be included in the free-to-play version of the game. Oh, Pinkheart, thank you for the subscribe. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Sweet. Pinkheart works for a company here in town. They're friends of ours. Yeah, we'll get better emotes coming soon. Those are pretty lame for subscribing. I just kind of threw in the game items and stuff like that. They're fine, but they're not great. Ivy's making some really cool emotes for the game, for like the actual game, which I kind of showed earlier in the stream when things went horribly wrong. So we'll probably just use those for our Twitch too. But anyways, yeah, so Pinkheart works for this company called Devil Cider Games, and they made a game jam game called Cat Colony Crisis, and it ended up winning the Indiecade game jam. So they ended up turning it into like a full mobile game, so you guys can actually go download that right now if you want to check it out. and it's pretty awesome. And now you guys are waiting to find out about what is the Global Game Jam? No, what's it called? The Global. Oh my God, apologize, I forgot. Global Game Developers Showcase, Showdown, something like that. What's the thing you guys are waiting for now? Global Game Championships. Okay, cool, sweet. Yeah, they were nominated or made it to the finals. I guess not nominated, but you guys made it to the finals of that too. So it's pretty awesome. But yeah, Cat Colony. If you want to throw a link to Cat Colony in the stream, definitely more than welcome to. So they did this. They did the game jam on. It was like a COVID-based game jam that they're doing called Jamming the Curve. No, that's not the button I wanted to use. Where are you? There you are. Oh, I don't know why I have this in here. Yeah, it's fine. And yeah, so they're all like COVID-related kind of games, and their game is about these cats on a space station, and they get like a disease. Like there's potential for a cat on your station to have an infectious disease, not necessarily COVID, but just a disease, and you have to like figure out which cat is sick and which cat has like issues or whatever, and then you can like quarantine them and like isolate them and test them and stuff. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. They also have some other awesome games they're working on too, but oh my God, what have I done? I'm sorry, I didn't X-form my stuff. It's super gross. Yeah, no, thank you. Look at this. This is what happens when you don't X-form your things. That's disgusting. Just awful. Oh, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Let me just get rid of this here. How about you? Are you all screwy? Oh yeah, disgusting. Sorry, I usually don't like to scale things like that, but here we are. Here we are, going crazy. Oh my goodness, what are you doing here? Yeah, I know, it was awful, eh? Let's put that like right here. Let's call this thruster. I almost added an exclamation mark in there. Arm. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. We'll make some supports for the arm too. Get out of here, grid. Oh, I apologize. I'm in orthographic mode. How do I show the hierarchy of linking of objects? My Scene Explorer just shows it all as separate. So, you're probably in this view here. So on the bottom here, if you're under layers, it'll show you what layers you have, and it doesn't show the children in there. I don't know why you can't have both. You should be able to have layers and children. Like, I want to see how my objects are organized in my layer. I don't know why they have these two things, because Max is old and dumb. But anyways, yeah, so if you go to your hierarchy over here, you should be able to see it. I guess you could just pick child. I don't think there's any other way to sort it or organize it. Yeah, this is fine. I'll probably adjust this a little bit. It's not really exactly where I want it to be. But I guess what I could do Oh yeah, I guess I'm rotating it too far anyways. Let me undo this a little bit here. I didn't really think about my pivot. Kind of made it so all you could really rotate down is like that far. It's not a good idea. Anyways, yeah, so I was kind of thinking like this, so I could have it this way, and then I'll probably have some sort of pivot. Oh, you heading out? Cool. Thanks, Chunk. Thanks for hanging out. Always nice to have you here. Hopefully you could tune in on Friday. If not, you should check out our VOD, or I mean, just play the game sometime with us too. If you don't have a code, let me know. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Chunk. And then sometimes the track can be like, this could be like looking down on it. So I'm going to need a way to have this thing be pointed this way as well. So I'm going to need a way to rotate that as well. So I think I'm going to put the rotation clip on here. So maybe I'll do like a round thing over here or something. I don't know. Something like that, right? Because like if the track is straight, if this is up, then yeah, this is fine. I just kind of want to rotate these here and there. But if the track is facing, like if I'm looking down on it, I don't want the thrusters pushing the track away from wherever. I want them to be supporting it like that. So I'm going to need, oh, maybe I could just hinge the arm. That might be kind of cool. Let me think about that. So what if we have, okay, so number one, I got to change around a couple things over here. Something like that. That. So let's see how far this can go now. So I don't want these things intersecting. So I get like a pretty good range of motion here. And then I'll have to kind of like cap this arm off or something like that too, so it doesn't look silly. I know it doesn't make sense. I don't mind it intersecting in there because you're not actually going to see it animated. It's just going to be placed, but it doesn't have to make like a ton of sense, but it should be, you know, somewhat sensical. Ooh, it's chilly in my basement today. I got my giant tea, but it's just not doing it. Not doing it for me. Okay, so what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to move these guys away a little bit. And I'm going to shrink this a little. Oh, well, I guess I want that pivot there. So let me make these guys a little stubbier here. This is fine. And all right, so let's kind of work on some of this here. It's probably gonna not work out good because it's not. It's okay. Just gonna add a little chamfer there, just so it's a little something, you know. There we go. And then what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to think how I should do this. Oh. Hey, Aries, how's it going? Yeah, sounds good. I already have a drink. All right. Oh, let me just get rid of this thing for now. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to set this a little. I'm going to chamfer this thing here. Let's do 0.5. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing to this end here. I cut it just on this and symmetried it over or something like that, but whatever. It's fine. Sometimes you do things the old school way. Whoa. Oh, I'm doing extrude. Ew. I was wondering why that looked crazy. Okay, so we have this. This is good. Then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a cylinder over here. Probably don't need all these edges. Oh, Dad. I sent my mom the link to my Twitch stream today, so she's possibly watching. If you're watching, hi Mom. She doesn't have a Twitch account, so she can't type in the chat, but I'm going to have to make her one eventually. She's on the internet now, so she was kind of wondering what I do all the time. I was telling her about this whole thing, so she wanted to check it out. All right. This doesn't have to be super far. Just a little something, you know, just like a little arm like that. Just gonna delete the two faces here because they're going to be in there anyways. So what this is going to allow me to do, I'm going to just attach this cylinder to here because it doesn't really matter. Okay. Okay, so let's rename some things here. So this is going to be our let's just call this our arm, and this little guy here we're going to call our hand. Okay, I'm going to throw our hand here on our arm. So this way we're going to make a little pivot for this. So this way this thing can go up and down. Then this guy can rotate left and right. All right, and then this guy can then tilt a little bit to adjust the thrusters. So we should have some fun kind of looking shapes and stuff like that. So it's kind of neat. Now I'm going to export this stuff into Unity just straight like this, or maybe even just with like a gentle pose. Yeah, I might even just do like a little, you know, something like this. But I'm actually going to import it as a separate game object with the rigs and the hierarchy all set up, just because that way I can kind of place it on each part of the track and then adjust it, you know, per instance to make sure it kind of feels correct and stuff like that. So the other thing I actually forgot to do over here is I'm going to just duplicate this thing over here. And I'm going to extrude this. Oh, it's flipped right now, so I don't want the normals on the other side. Not that it really matters. I'm probably using a double shaded material on this, but where are you, flip? Flippity flip. I have these things kind of covering up some of my screen here. Apologies. I'm working in the preview version here of my OBS, so I could actually see my little head window down here, and it's actually blocking some of my menus, so I'm not working very optimally today. So this is actually going to be a little transparent plane that I'm going to have here, and I'm going to map like a thruster material under that's going to be animated, that can be doing like this kind of thing and have some like fire coming out of here. So I just wanted to do that in here. It's always good to have that mesh. I'll have to re-unwrap it and export it probably as like a separate element or something like that. But let me just detach this thing. Fire. Okay. This thing can just have a center pivot here. Just go my front viewport here. Oh, sorry, 1 second here. Whoa, all right. And then let's do. Okay, and then I'm going to put this on to my thrusters. Now the cool thing about this thing is because it's separate, we'll need it separate so it has a different material and stuff on it too, but we could also turn it on and off if we wanted to through like scaling as well. So if we wanted to go like, we could kind of make it feel like it's doing that. Not that I don't think we're ever going to do that, but you know, you never know. Might repurpose these things for something else. So so you never know what we're going to do with that. I'm just going to repurpose this thing too. Just attach this thing here as a clone. If you ever want an element from 3D Max from something else, you could always detach it as a clone, which is a nice quick way of grabbing a little bit of an object and throwing it on here. I'm just going to throw that over here so it's just like a little pivot for this arm too. Really the main goal for this thing is to make things feel functional. I'm a big proponent of making things feel like they work, regardless of, you know, whether it's a game or cartoony or whatever. Things should feel like they're structurally sound and work and stuff like that. And B, just to cover up the thing. It doesn't have to be like perfect, but I just don't want people to be able to see this thing just kind of intersecting into this box here. So you know, by doing this, racers are going to be like looking down on the track like this. Anyway, sorry, I was in perspective. Let me just throw a different color on here. There we go. So yeah, this will be like the track, yeah, players will just be kind of seeing this from this angle here. So they might not even really see these thrusters. I might actually make these a little shorter, just so they're a little bit more snug. Because looking at it now, I'm kind of realizing it might be a wasted thing. And people will see it in the like in the little intro cinemas and stuff like that. But you know, it's not the same. So I might just make these things really stubby. I like stubby things. Reminds me of like Lego or something. All right. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Little stubby arm. You actually don't want it to be too long because it's supposed to like be a support for this thing. Or like it's holding up the whole weight. Like these thrusters are forcing this up, right? So if you have this like really long arm, there's a lot of give and stuff like that, so you don't really want to do that. Anyways, tea. I don't know if you got your tea, Eris, but I have, or whatever you're drinking, but I have my giant tea. Always have to have a giant tea after my gigantic coffee that I drank earlier, so I am just wired with caffeine. But I have 2 young boys, and they require a lot of caffeine for me to keep my wits about. Do a little chamfer over here. This is looking kind of weird. If your chamfers ever look weird, if they're not like, if one side's longer than the other, like when you chamfer something, it should do like a perfect 45 across. How's that? It's like a chamfer. If it's sometimes not doing that, that usually means it needs an X form. Because that means the scale is off and it's kind of trying to do the chamfer on the original scale and then scale it after, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's feeling pretty good. All right, so we were going to have something like that. Now this is just kind of a single shape right now, which is fine, but I kind of want to build some other elements on here. So number one, these grabby things that are going to be attached to the platform, I'm actually not super worried about them because I have a lot of other meshes in Unity that I can use to kind of fabricate that a little bit, but I don't really have this whole ring structure. Now the other issue I might run into is because the camera is going to be looking down like this, I don't really know how far away the camera is from the track over here. So we might get instances where the camera runs through this. So I'm actually going to make a variation of this thing afterwards. We'll talk about that just so I have it for my purposes here. Now the awesome thing about our game and kind of the style that we chose is most things in the game are actually not textured. They're just flat metal colors or just simple colors. And we kind of decided just to model the heck out of everything, or you know, maybe model a little bit more than maybe we would have otherwise. And we did it mainly because we didn't want to spend the time having to create all these crazy custom assets with custom textures, because we just don't have the team for that and the time for that. And based on the type of game we're making, we didn't really think it was worth it at this point to spend that much time on art, because simple shapes look really nice when you're driving by them really quickly. So, you know, it's fine, right? I don't really need to do anything more than just like the silhouette of objects and things like that. So now while we're doing this, I'm going to open up Unity in the background. Where's my Unity hub? Why can't I see that? Oh, it's on the bottom here. It's cut off on the stream. Just give me a second here. Let me just pop this open. It's going to take a while to open, but I'll just kind of start doing it in the background just so it's getting ready. Unity Hub 2.4. I think I need an update for my hub too. Yeah, 2.43 is available. All right. Where are we here? There we go. Like I said, my setup's really crazy today, so I apologize. My weird looking around and stuff like that. Anyways, if I'm not doing anything super crazy modeling wise, but if I am doing anything that's different or new to you, feel free to ask me. You know what I'm doing, if you want any input or insight, or if I'm doing something and you're like, oh man, there's such a much better way of doing that, feel free to let me know too. So I am always down to learn some new things. You know, if it makes my life faster, smoother, I'm not gonna argue. Now, you may be wondering why I'm chamfering the heck out of everything out of a low poly model. It's because I want to and I like it. Why not? Oh god. 0.1, 0.15, 0.2. Yeah, 0.2. Now, I know these are really subtle things, but they do kind of make everything look a little smooth and nice, so that's why I'm kind of doing that. All right. So I think this will look cool because this track here is going to be see-through partially. So let me just throw a material on here, an actual material. Let's just do like a dark one here. And oh, what am I doing? I haven't used 3D Max in a while. I don't know. My track's not like super see-through, but it's see-through enough. Okay, and no, this is not really necessary for me to be modeling this stuff, but sometimes it helps to visualize what you're doing. Is this my dark version, or is this, oh no, that's not that one. Just check check something quickly here. Okay. So yeah, let's pretend this is our track here. Okay. And just throw a symmetry on here. Oh, that's not the one. Okay, there we go. We have our track here. Okay. So the only reason I'm doing that is I just kind of want to see what, you know, what this is going to look like in general. Oh, I didn't really do this part yet. Okay, so that could just be part of this here, and then I could do the same thing here. Set my pivot correctly for that thing here. Okay, that's fine. And then I'm going to take this whole gad. I hit that space bar by accident. You guys hit that space bar by accident sometimes and break your mind, because then your objects are all locked and you forget that that's what happens. In there. Just see. Yeah, it's more or less pretty good. All right, look at this hefty bad boy here. I like this. I gotta rename this stuff too. I guess I don't really have to. I could copy it in Unity, but I'll probably just do it here. All right. So yeah, the reason I made this see-through is I kind of wanted to see what it looked like under the track. Now, because you know, our game's kind of funny. Most of the time, the camera is pointing downwards, so you're mainly just kind of seeing the floor and things like that. So sometimes I get carried away with modeling stuff out here, and then, you know, the camera is just doing this the whole time and you never see stuff. But the cool thing about this track is you do view the track going this way and it spirals, so these things will be visible from far away. So the shape is very important. The detail isn't as much, but the detail on the underneath part might actually be more important than anything else, really. So I might actually want to add some different details in here, but I think I'm going to do those in Unity because I just think that's where it'll be better there. Let me just see how my Unity's doing. It's checking for changes. We use Unity Colab, and it loves to check for changes. That's how it checks to see if you have latest and stuff. So it just takes a while. All right. So let's rename some of our things here. So number one, I'm gonna make this pivot point actually good. Just gonna make it kind of centered here. Should I keep these little things, or should I just put them in Unity? I think I'll just keep them for now. So I'll just kind of chamfer them up a little bit. So sometimes what I do is if I want to make something, yeah, Colab's pretty great, eh? I've been really enjoying it too. It has its downsides too, obviously, but like I really wish you could branch, because we've been working with another studio to do the audio stuff, and I really wish you could just branch the heck out of stuff, but you can't do that, so that's kind of poopy. But other than that, it's been really great. Like, I love how it's integrated into Unity, and you don't really have to worry about a lot of, you know, that kind of integration and stuff. So, oh, looks like my boys are up. You may hear some screaming in the background. Don't worry, they are okay. They are just boys that are just yelling crazy things. So, I like that. It's just what they do, you know? Just what they do. since we're still waiting for Unity to open, just gonna model out some of this stuff because why not? Okay. Yeah, something like that should be cool. Let's take this, maybe move it down here. Yeah, just a little something, you know? Okay, we'll chamfer this little guy. Oh, that's maybe a little too much. Yeah, whatever. We may throw a little light in there or something like that. Who knows? Okay. Then what I can do is symmetry. Symmetry is the best. Okay. So let's attach this thing. Oh, I still have my other thing on this side. Oops. Oop, get out of here. All right, so what should this thing be called? Like a bridge? Support? Tunnel? Frame? What would this thing be called? It's not really like an arch. I don't know. Let's just call it... Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers. Yes, this guy's back. Love it. This guy showed up before. I don't know if it was the same person. It was the same type of bot. Showed up a little while ago. That's funny. Oh, did somebody time him out, or did Discord do that? I don't have any. Mod to the rescue. Thank you, Sir Drop Air. Nice. That's awesome. You know, it's nice. You know, people. You know, robots have feelings too. You know, they have to watch. They get to watch stuff. They got to talk their stuff. You know, it's not his fault. He's part of a pyramid scheme. He's gotta pay for his living expenses. You know, his robot partner is at home waiting to see if he sells any famous purchases. Let's call this CC track bracket A. Okay. So the other thing we could do with these brackets, which kind of I was mentioning before, is if we have camera issues with this stuff, we could do something like this, where we have this thing, but it doesn't quite connect in the center, which might look pretty cool anyways. Do something like that. And then just have some cool like end cap here type thing. You know, even if this thing, oh, did I have my edges on? Oops. Oh, is it doing that? Oh, I didn't realize this thing isn't straight. Oh, that's weird. It like goes up over here and a little bit down. Ew. Must have been a weird chamfer or something. Oh, well. Not really worried. So yeah, we could kind of do something like this with these little guys. Right, I can fix that up. We can just do like a little C-clamp kind of thing. Do you think those bots work? Like, do you think there's streamers out there that are just like, yeah, I do want to pay for followers. I'm gonna listen to this random mod I got in here. They must know what they're doing. if they could just buy followers and it's worth it, why wouldn't they just be streamers? It's crazy. Yeah, that's, I guess, right? I mean, it would have to be some sort of like scam type situation. It's sad, I guess. I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, so what we could do is have this kind of situation here. Let me just chamfer this thing. This is just like a simple end cap. I could always put something interesting in here or whatever, but what I'm going to do, I'll call this bracket B. Okay. And then, let me see here. I'm going to make just an empty game object, like a dummy. Do I need a dummy? Yeah, it's fine, I guess. Can't say I don't earn my pay. You are earning it, my friend. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Always good to have mods around. Where are we in the world with this thing? Oh yeah, we're not really in the center. Okay, well let's do a little temporary thing here. Okay. Just going to rename some of this stuff here quickly. Arm. L. Should have done this before copying it, but I guess I still could. That's fine. You know, naming stuff is very important. Underrated. Maybe not underrated, but definitely underutilized sometimes. Sometimes you're like, whatever, I'll just figure it out later, and then you get into Unity and then you don't remember what's what, and you know, it's worth taking a few seconds to save yourself some grief later on. We'll have to send you a t-shirt or something, Sir Drop Bear, for the mod work at the very least. We'll get you in a, put you in a billboard into the level. The ultimate working for exposure. Speaking of which, we were actually talking about doing some fun billboards and stuff in the game, but we'll talk about that in a bit. So, so I'm going to just center this thing in the world, which I should have done before, but it's going to ruin our little track placement thing, but that's fine. These things are just kind of for show anyways. I'm just going to delete those because I don't need them. I just kind of wanted to do them for fun. This kind of looks like a bunch of ice cream cones. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually I'm just going to throw... I'm going to re-unwrap these things properly at some point with like a texture that's just colors, because I don't like using a lot of matte IDs. But for now, I'm going to just assign different variations of metal to them, just to kind of get the look and feel and stuff like that. So metal A. Should do a map that's an homage to Rainbow Road. Yeah, we should. Rainbow Bridge. Could be Viking. They have a Rainbow Bridge. Mario Kart can't sue us if we're just doing Viking stuff. It's a homage to Too Human. Should all this be dark? Or should some of it be light? Rainbow wormhole. And then these guys will be fire. need to actually put that on there just so I have it. Fire. I type banana sometimes too, you know. Maybe you're hungry. Sometimes I write banana when I'm hungry. Yeah, let's do something like this for now. I'll do something a little bit more interesting once. So I really don't need two of these jet engines. It's kind of dumb. Should I just do that in Unity? I don't want to have to export this every time. I don't know, whatever. That's fine. Let's just do this. Okay, so we're ready. I'm going to save this. I'm going to export all of this together. So just love bananas. Who doesn't love bananas? People must not love bananas. I'm sure there's people that don't like bananas. Art, environment, tracks. Oh, I probably haven't gotten latest, so I probably don't have some of this stuff in here. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's just put it in here. Kind of messed up some of my stuff before. CC track bracket. Okay. We do not need animation. You hate bananas, eh? Wow. I guess they're pretty strong flavor. That's fair. You know, I actually don't like super ripe bananas. I know my wife always thinks it's weird, but I prefer the bananas on the greener side. Like once they have a spot on them, I don't like them. Right? I know people like when they get a little couple spots and they're like super ripe and sweet. I don't like it. I don't like it. I like it when it's kind of green and starchy. It's beautiful. I really like fake banana too. Oh, this is probably a bad idea. This is going to be, let's see how big. 1.1 gigs. I have pretty good internet, so we can watch my 1.1 gigs download pretty quick. And we'll see if the stream cuts out. Oh my god, banana bread's the best, eh? I make banana bread all the time. I on purpose buy too many bananas for the house, even though sometimes the boys still eat them all. I bought 2 bags of Costco bananas like a couple days ago, and the boys ate all of them. But usually I buy too many bananas just so that they can go bad, so I can make banana bread. And that's when you want the bananas to go gross and brown, because then they're delicious. But yeah, have you ever like tried eating like a super ripe banana? So I'm sorry if this is making things worse for you, Sir Drop Bear. Oh, it's super weird. But also, I do like green bananas, but then like if they're too green, then they're just like starch. And then they leave like a film on your teeth. Ugh, I don't like it. I don't like that either. I guess everybody just has a perfect banana balance. It's okay, I'll vomit off in the corner. Yeah, that's true. I guess I can't hear anything. You have a dog now, so the dog will take care of that business. Things to chat about when rendering loading. Oh yeah, it's gotten weirder. I guess the importing part's going to take much longer. I should have done this while we were modeling stuff, as opposed to not doing that. Hey, look at this thing. 2 ice cream cones being held up by this robot arm. I think that's all I really... Oh, actually, that's not true. So the other things I have to build... so let's just save this here. Oh, you don't want to know. My system specs are not good. I have 2 computers. So right now I'm actually working on the worst computer, on the bad computer. And this one's old, but it's pretty good. My other computer is like an i7. I think I have like 16 gigs of RAM, and like a decent video card. It's like pretty good. It's like not super new, but it's not like super old. But trying to run Unity and OBS on it it doesn't like it. I'm doing like a 1080p stream on OBS too, like to Twitch, so I think it just doesn't like rendering those things together. Plus I usually have like Chrome open and Twitch and a bunch of other stuff, so It doesn't really like that. Let me copy this over here. So I definitely need a new machine. It's been a while. I bought new machines for everybody else at work, and then I kind of took like the older machine, because usually I actually don't do, like, now that we're doing this Rocket Rumble, I've been doing these streams, but I actually do some of the least performance heavy stuff at work, because like Unity on its own is actually not too bad, and like same with 3D Max if that's all you're doing. It's only because I'm streaming it doesn't like it. But like Pixelon's Vince, he does like Substance and ZBrush and stuff that's like way more intensive. So he needed a good machine. I wanted the programmers to have good machines because they're like compiling and doing stuff, and I wanted them to be able to work quickly. And for me, like most of my time is just like emails and stuff, so it didn't really matter. But obviously now being on stream is a different situation, so I didn't really think ahead for that. But anyways, things you just kind of don't think about, you know. Yeah, I don't know what this machine is. Let me see if Unity will let me minimize it. I guess not. I guess I could just do this. System information. Okay, don't make fun of me for this one. This is the old machine. This is the machine that's on the side. So this one's an i5, so it's a little older. It has 16 gigs of RAM, so still not the worst, but not super great. This one has an MSI. What is the graphics card in here? I don't know if it'll actually say it in here. I guess not. Hardware resources. Where's the graphics? Display. Well, that one. What's this one? This one's a GTX 1050, so it's like, okay, it's not great. It's going to GPU RTX. Yeah, I need to get like an RTX. Yeah, I really need to get like a better machine. But now the problem is like all the stuff is like super expensive, all the hardware and stuff. So it's like a bad time to buy a machine too. So kind of bad timing with all that. Wasn't really anticipating doing this much streaming. You know, actually looking on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff might actually be a good idea. I could definitely scope out some stuff. So these are two of the things I need for the game still. I need a ramp, of various ramps for people to go on, and I actually just need like walls for people to... Oh, is it really? Yeah. Yeah, CPUs are crazy. All computer parts are crazy, right? They're all like... they all just change prices. That's crazy though, that it actually like went up in price when it released versus now. Yeah, that's nuts. I think this whole machine cost me like $2,000 Canadian. Anyways, I don't know what that's in Australian. Is our dollar better or worse than yours, or higher or lower? I never know. I only get to compare my stuff against like American and sometimes Euro, so I never know anybody else's currency. Sometimes I compare it to Poland. Oh, is it? Yeah, it makes sense, right? We're both kind of the same tier country. Commonwealth, forgotten at a different corner of the world. Sometimes royalty pays us a visit, but usually they don't care. I think we discussed this on stream before. I think Canada is like the Australia of the North. Nice people. Climate tries to kill you sometimes. Ours more with cold and snow versus animals, but I was lucky enough to pick up a 360 Ti for $700 on release day. Whoa. Oh, that's crazy. That's a good deal. Oh, is it? Yeah, so yeah, it's like the same thing, I think. Yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, I definitely need a better machine. I don't remember what this other one is. Let me check. guys can't see this one, but I will check myself. This one's been doing weird stuff too. I think it just needs like a good cleaning and reformatting or something. I do a lot of video capture on this other machine, and I know that can like wreck your stuff sometimes. A lot of video editing, capturing shenanigans. Yeah, right now buying computer parts and lumber apparently is like not a good idea. I don't know how it is in other places in the world, but apparently here in this part of Canada, lumber is like crazy prices, and that sucks because I want to redo my front deck, but lumber. It's Canada. We have lumber everywhere. Just get it. Okay, well, my other computer's being difficult. Doesn't want to bring up the system information. But yeah, it's something like the other one. Is that what it is? Is it really? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just because of COVID and stuff. Oh, I didn't know. Is that what's like going on with PlayStation and stuff too? Like why they're having a hard time? Oh, I even have my... What? Some revisions? I just got revisions. What are you doing to me? Ben? Ben must be checking things in. Ben checks in a lot. I guess I don't really need to get it, but this one should be fast. Sorry. The one, it's not really a problem. It's just typical file sharing stuff, but you can't like upload stuff. Was that you? Sweet. You can't like upload something unless you're in sync with the project, so you have to do stuff. Hey, that's okay. What'd you work on? I guess you've been working on the animation stuff. That's cool. I'll check that out soon. Oh, my bad. I shouldn't have got latest. But then we get to check out Inferno stuff on the stream, maybe. Yeah, COVID isn't helping because of the amount of items being made and sold. Yeah, and then ships are getting stuck into small holes. I didn't know that. Is silicone like, forgive me for sounding crazy or weird, but like, is it just like a byproduct that they make out of like plastic? Is it like regular plastic? Is it like a different material? Your animation controller should be in, as in start timings and idle to fly. Oh, cool. Oh, okay. I thought you put in some other crazy animations or something. Oh, well, I immediately regret this decision. Now this is taking forever. Okay, next time when you check in all your crazy animation stuff, we'll check that out on stream. Yeah, I mean, it's plastic, right? So it's a type of plastic, so I'm assuming it's like petroleum-based or something. Did you guys read that meme that was out a little while ago? That if you have a dinosaur toy made out of plastic, it's kind of a real dinosaur because plastic is derived from petroleum, and petroleum is made from dinosaur bones or dinosaur like leftovers. So technically, a plastic dinosaur is actually made out of dinosaurs, which makes it a real dinosaur, just dead. So that's what happened to me. Mind friggin' blown. Okay. So I'm going to model this box eventually. Well, let me see how Unity looks to be done. Never mind. We'll do that on the next stream because this one's almost done. So I'm just going to model like the shapes I need, and then I'm going to break them down into smaller assets that I can then make in Unity and kind of assemble them into the different shapes and stuff that I need. Cars on petroleum, petrol. Yeah, it runs on dinosaurs. Everything runs on dinosaurs. Yeah. What a gift they've given to the world through their lives. And I guess all the plants and stuff at that time too, but we honor you by burning you and doing nothing important. Dinosaurs. All right, Caustic Canyon. Oh, what are you doing, Unity here? Oh, it's probably gonna compile a bunch of shaders. Oh, no, it's doing okay. All right. Let me close some of this stuff. We don't need all this stuff here. Inspector, I'm gonna tuck away over here too. One monitor setup here on this one. All right. So yeah, the thing I was just showing you right now is like I need like these boxes, which I could probably make out of stuff I have, but we have situations like this where there's like platforms people can get to, so I got to model those. The cool thing is I actually don't have to worry about making them round. Unity will do that for me with the kind of tool that we have. I just have to make a straight one with a bunch of edges. And really I just need like crap like this. And I can probably fill in like most of the boxes and stuff here. I actually just really need like trims and something else to like kind of finish it off. But anyways, we'll take a look at that later. So what we're gonna do, oh, Chunk's not here, but these are the clouds he's gonna make. I have these like really simple, just like low poly clouds. I just really need him to turbo smooth them and paint them up a little bit more and make them a little bit more bulbousy. Bulbasaur-y, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to place a couple of these to finish off our little stream here today. On Monday I did like a 4-hour stream. It was actually kind of awesome. I have school on Wednesdays, so I can't do that for now, but school's almost done. So I've been watching a bunch of other streamers, and they just kind of stream all day while they work, and I kind of love it. I've been watching them just kind of hang out with them. I don't even like talk to them sometimes. I just like have them on in the background, and it feels like I'm in the office. It's kind of awesome, so I kind of want to do that too. Oh, it's so tiny. I didn't make this to scale at all, so I was just like, yeah, this is fine, I'm sure. Okay, so you may have noticed I exported both at the same time. So both brackets are actually in here. Oh, I did make one. Oh, I'll make a prefab out of this eventually. But the cool thing is I could hide bracket A or bracket B, and then I could kind of see which one's better. So if this one isn't working, I could just hide its mesh renderer and then like try this one out. So I kind of did that on purpose. We did this a lot for Lost Orbit and stuff too. We just exported like 2 meshes together. And then just used whichever one we kind of wanted. So it's pretty cool. Okie dokes. So we have this. Let me throw in some. I'll assign the materials to it later, I guess. Well, let's just put in metal. Let's just do whatever, metal D. Okay, and what we're going to use is we're going to use a spline positioner. So I'm just going to copy this one here so it can start off right where we are. I'm going to post this as new. And right off the bat, it's not going to do anything because I need to just move it a little. Oh, it's sideways. That's okay. This all has... which way? This way? This way. Whoop. Minus 90. And let's see, maybe a little lower. Oh, this one's a little higher, that's why. Maybe a little lower. And maybe a little bigger, because I don't really want it intersecting that much. So something like that. There we go. So now we can position these guys. So I'm going to get rid of all these little cubes. Oh, actually, well, I don't know about that one. That one doesn't really matter, I don't think. But kind of put those cubes in there for a purpose before. So I don't know how many of these I really want in the level yet. So we'll kind of see, you know, if they look crazy. So in between these cubes, there's actually little emitters that shoot collectibles or like power-ups. So I don't really want to interfere with that too much. Alright, and this is fun. Imagine trying to position this by hand. It'd be madness. It would be madness. So let's do something like that. I'm not really concerned about being very accurate right now, because who cares? Get out of here, ring. Oh man, spline positioner is a lifesaver, man. I don't know if you watched my other stream, but when I was doing the decals and stuff, so this one just positions meshes along the spline and lets you do like offsets and stuff, but oops, what the heck did I delete? Start orange. I don't want to delete that. It sounded important. But these decals down here, oh my god, where did we go? Sorry. So these decals here, these are just straight meshes that I have, and what happens is it'll actually like warp them to be the shape of the track and stuff like that. Oh, that's cool. I'll probably be gone, Sir Drop Bear, if you're gonna be a bit. I'm just finishing off the stream because I gotta go upstairs and my wife's got to go head out some places, so I'm supposed to be done by 6, so I'm almost done. But thanks for hanging out. Hopefully see you on the next stream. If not, I'll see you online. Yeah, it's really cool. So like these actually all bend, and if the track isn't perfectly flat, like if it twists, like even this part here, you see this part's like a little twisty. It actually took that mesh and like twisted it a little bit to align to that. So. Anyways, and then what I'm going to do next time, because we're running low on time here, is I'm going to take these, and because we rigged these ones, I can do something like this. I'm going to go through and adjust all of these by hand. And make it feel like they're actually like, you know, holding up the track and stuff, and I'll make those kind of like fit whatever is happening, so should be pretty cool. So let's quickly just jump in here and see what this looks like, and that'll be the end of our stream here, because my wife's gonna kill me soon if I don't go help with the kids. Just saving over here. Gonna load our photon scenes. This is gonna take a little while because I haven't played on this machine today, but just tell my wife I'm on my way. On my way. And now we watch. That's actually running pretty good. That was so much better running on 2 machines. My God. Silly of me not to do this earlier. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Meow. Okay, so let's see how this looks. Oh, that's not good. Oh yeah, these things are looking sweet. And they're like on different angles. Yeah, the camera kind of cuts through it a little, so I might do the other ones, but yeah, that's gonna look pretty cool, I think. Especially with like the thruster engines going, once I get like a fire effect on those things. It's pretty cool. I think that's gonna work pretty okay. I don't know, what do you guys think? Not bad? Works? Cool. So yeah, let's call that a day for today. So thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate everybody sticking through, especially all the earlier technical issues, if you're here for that. Appreciate the moral support. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'll be back next Monday on my own, and we'll do the team stream on Friday. I'll probably work on this a little bit in the meantime, so hopefully it'll look a little different by the time you see it next, but maybe not. We'll see. So yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks for all the follows and subs. If anybody followed and subbed, especially Pink, I know you did, so much appreciated, and I'll see you all soon, okay? Cool. Thanks everybody. Now let me find out how to stop this thing here. Cool. Bye.